for people in India to finally watch the film.
And we can't wait either. Next up, I would like to ask Ekta Kapoor. You've backed films like LSD, Urta Punjab.
Because this picture doesn't toe the line. And frankly, I saw the film with a lot of thought process. Okay, it'll be a bit pretentious, it'll be arty, 11 awards, great. And then I saw this very, very stark and entertaining film. And here it was, standing there, staring me in the face and saying, do you have the guts to take me on? I think I never had a more honest internal conversation with myself than I had after I saw this film. And I think a lot of women will experience the same thing. We're so scared to feel that it's now become second nature to us to be shy about even our own simplest sexual fantasies, our own simplest desires. It's like it's not allowed. And this film had this, it stared me in the face and asked me a question as a woman, that as a producer you'll make a financial decision, but as a woman it's time you make a decision from the heart. And I did.
That's a beautiful, beautiful reply. I'd like to go on to Ratna Pathak Shah. Do you think we are right in calling this film a movement?
A movement? I think we may be a little premature. We might turn out to be right, but we are a bit premature. Anyway, let's not load the film down with words such as life-changing, movement, new wave, etc., etc. All these things labels can be very hard to live with. What I saw when I saw the film was that here is an extremely interesting, extremely sensitive, funny film. I enjoyed watching it. And I think the audience will too.
I hope so too. Konkna ma'am, why do you think it's important for millennials to watch this film? The younger kids.
I think that, a lot of us today take for granted the kinds of struggles that women have gone through just in the last 100 years, we just take it for granted. Like women were not allowed to vote, we were not allowed to own property, we were considered property. We don't know how much progress we have just made in the last 100 years, we just take it for granted. And of course, there's a long way to go still, but I think that this film is one of those films which definitely it stands by what it says. And it speaks very honestly about women and their inner lives. And it gives you a very authentic experience of that, of the inner lives of these four women. And I think that people will really, especially young people, I think they'll really respond to the authenticity and the integrity with which this story is told.
That's beautiful. Moving on to Ahana. Why do you think it's important for a woman to own her sexuality?
Because if a man can own it so easily, I don't see why a woman can't. We've just been doing so many things behind closed doors for years, and nobody talks about it. And till the ban came about, as Alankrita was just talking about it with us a few minutes ago, we didn't realize that that as a woman we really don't have rights like the way men do. Not only in India, but also all across the globe. You may think that, everybody in America or a Japan or a Sweden or a Finland, they are so out there, they're so progressive, but no. A woman is still where she's supposed to be in all these countries. So India alone is not fighting this battle. I think the whole world is fighting this battle, especially America right now, who used to think they're so progressive. So I actually saw a different side to the film. So it's very important right now for women to own their sexuality and be out there, because we really deserve it.
That is so true. And now for the final question before I open it up to everybody else, I'd like to ask, the final question is to Plabita. Can you tell us a little about the support you've been getting for this film? Because it has been overwhelming from what I hear.
Yeah, actually, I think none of us had ever thought that it's going to be like this. So I first watched the film at the Tokyo International Film Festival, and even over there we got like a standing ovation, and you know how people could relate to it. Women were coming up to us and telling us how much they loved it. I mean, there were some people who came for the second screening as well, to watch it again. And then I was really happy, and I was like, wow, this film is, going to do good. And then we come here and the whole censorship thing happens, and
and I was like so sad. But then the way everyone supported, it was amazing. Like I was like, that is when it was like, okay, we have to get out there, and you know, everyone needs to watch this film.
Definitely, more power to the cause. I now would like to open out the questions to the press over here. If anyone would like to ask a question, you can raise your hand. I'll pass on mic.
तो भी ऐसा है जिससे सभी बेहद खुश हैं भारत में बहुत ज्यादा. आप क्या कहना चाहेंगी और CBFC के रुख के बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगी आप?
मेरा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है CBFC से. मेरा प्रॉब्लम पूरे समाज से है, जो एक पॉइंट पे आके इसी बात को अपनी तरीके से कहता है. तो CBFC इज एक्चुअली अ मिररिंग सोसाइटी. बहुत छोटा हम इशू कर देंगे अगर हम CBFC के बारे में बना देंगे इस पिक्चर को. ये बहुत बड़ा इशू है. आप नॉर्मली अगर किसी लड़की से बात करेंगे तो आप उससे 5 इंसिडेंसेस ऐसे पता कर लेंगे जो उसके साथ दिन में हुए हैं. एक साल में तो 5-10 तो निकलेंगे ही जहां उसको अपने औरत होने पर she has had to prove herself a little harder. Maybe in a male-dominated workplace, at times with a certain amount of having to be come across as a smarter woman if she is good-looking. There are so many. She's learned combat from a very young age. और आप ये जो उंगली है ना, ये लिपस्टिक जो है, ये उस समाज पर है जो हमें बाहर आने नहीं दे रहा, हमें अपनी